Hey, are we live? We're live.
We're live.
So,
excellent.
This is going to be story modes. We're going to go to extra modes, story mode, and that means we're going to be playing 4 characters back to back. So first Nocturna, you can already see, then Cadence, then Melody, and then Aria.
That's right. And we'll swap who is playing. So Ekim is going to be playing first, and then I'll play next. I think let's get started.
And then you can explain more as we go. Okay.
Yep.
All zones.
3, 2, 1, go. So Crypt the Necrodancer is a rhythm roguelike, which means that all the moves that Ekim is doing are to the beat of the music. This excellent soundtrack by Darren Baranowski, although I think this is a remixed version. And we move on a grid. Each move is a single action, and it corresponds to 1 beat. The enemies also move to the beat. You can skip a beat, but you'll lose your multiplier, which affects the damage of some enemies and the amount of gold that's dropped. Each level has 1 exit that Ekim is trying to look for, or perhaps trapdoors. Nocturna is similar to the base character Cadence, but has a cutlass to start with, which bounces back enemy attacks, so a relatively safe character. Ekim's found a blood shop and a secret shop here.
Oh, that is a really good shop.
Yes. I would check this blood shop first, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, both those.
Yeah. Yes.
I can grab the cat and the ham.
Yeah. Let me just make sure I don't math wrong here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
just
maybe the... No, never mind.
Oh, you're going to use the bat?
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Grab both.
Yeah, why not?
Both, yeah?
I can't afford it.
Can't afford it, yep. So currently, excellent items. I would farm up for this, honestly, with these things, yeah.
I haven't killed the boss yet.
Yeah. So, oh, that's also
yeah,
good.
I also... yeah, I need another bomb, though. Oh, there will be one. No, I already found the bomb on
You've
this
already
floor.
got the ring, so you don't need that. You just need the money.
Oh, yeah.
So, every floor has a mini-boss, and once you kill the mini-boss, you unlock the exit stairs. But potentially you could drop down a trapdoor instead. The downside, or not really a downside if you're a speedrunner, is you have to fight the mini-boss and some enemies in a small enclosed arena. But at our level, it's not really much of an issue.
So we're doing a little bit of slow play here in order to get these items, because they're all really, really good. And also, I'm just going to do something a little cheeky here. I'm going to grab this cutlass again.
Okay, all right. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yes, that is... Yes, good thinking. So the Shrine of Peace... the shrines in the game, there are several of them, and they each have an effect if you tap them or activate them, or if you bomb them. And then if you activate and then bomb them, they drop a different item to if you just bomb them. You'll notice on the top left, there's various items that Ekim has. So weapons, some boots, a ring, and a torch. And a shovel, very importantly. So the shovel digs through certain levels of walls. It's currently just the base shovel. So only these kind of basic walls and none of the stone walls are allowed. One thing you'll note with Nocturna, we just left a level, but in the levels there's a zone bleed from Zone 5, which is the electricity zone, and some of the enemies from there. So each regular level, there'll be one of those. Ekim is currently fighting the first boss, King Konga. One of the few places in the game where you have an irregular rhythm. If you beat a boss without taking any damage or missing a beat, you get to choose one of 3 rewards. And so Ekim's picked up the Earth spell, which creates a bunch of earth and blocks enemies, or crushes them if you are pushing them against the wall.
Now this exploding mushroom's a little tricky right now because I've got the pain boots. I don't even want the drumstick actually. I'm just going to
worry about it.
Yeah.
I think the cookies are better. So Banshee, so the exit.
Explain all the places that I'm attacking right now?
Yes. So because of the Boots of Pain and the Ring of Pain, which took damage to pick up initially, but that means that, and because of the weapon that he's picked up, the Cat o' Nine Tails, which is a titanium one as well, so he's dealing 2 damage from the weapon, and then in 2 spaces ahead of him, when he's walking towards an enemy, he deals 3 damage, and then an additional pain damage, which activates when you hit an enemy in surrounding squares.
Excellent.
Got a bomb. Yeah, just take the trapdoor. Oh, you're going for the... Yep, sure. So taking a damage up. And
Two
now
damage ups,
dealing 4 damage plus the boots damage plus the pain damage. So it varies where, but lots of damage everywhere.
Yep.
Mostly on movement, but yeah.
The main thing I'm missing
don't
here
take
is
it,
armor.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the glaive, no.
Yeah. So glass weapons deal 4 base damage as opposed to titanium, which is 2. But the problem is if you get hit a single time, the glass weapon breaks. And there is glass armor, but that protects you for a certain number of hits. But we don't have that, and it's less safe. Especially with Nocturna, the final bosses of Nocturna are quite difficult to survive. And that was a nice quick kill on Fortissimo using the Earth spell. So Fortissimo dives under the ground, but you can still crush him.
Actually, I think I take that, yeah.
Yeah, you've got plenty of damage.
Yeah.
You've got base 3 damage, so... just watch out whatever your dragon is, yes.
Yeah.
That's one of many ways you can die in this game. And I would check shops probably just briefly for...
Yeah, I don't really have much safety right
for
now.
safety. Don't forget, you do have cookies and you've got glass helm in case you need safety, yeah. Especially those bombs.
Oops.
You'll notice there are... Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Oh,
never
I'm
mind.
killed. Yeah.
I will need a kill for it.
So we're going to kill the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is quite a tough enemy.
How do I even do this? Oh, just
Yeah. Just maybe... Yeah. Oh, that's another... Yep. Good kill. So we've crushed the shopkeeper. I would just honestly pick up the axe at this point. It's your call.
I think I like Pain Cap.
It is good. Maybe shovel?
Yeah, what do I even take here? This is a conjurer. I can get anything I want. I've already
shovel,
got.
I reckon.
Yeah, shovel. Not that
one.
shovel. Not that
No,
shovel.
not that one.
And I'm out of money.
Yeah. It'll do.
Oh well.
Yeah. I reckon, yeah, just at this point,
Just go,
mostly
yeah.
just
We're in
go.
go mode.
Some regen would be nice, I think, is the main thing you're missing.
This is a bit of a puzzle. There we go.
Yep. The ice tiles, you slide across them as you would in most games. So this is Deep Blues, the chess boss. So you have to fight an entire chess set.
Oops.
Oh, could have earned.
Forgot about that. I could have just earthed there, yeah.
Yep.
I
spell
don't
for
even want
healing?
anything. Heal, yeah, or just... Nah, that's not a better torch. Yeah, that's
shield is
nothing.
good.
Yep.
The shield blocks directly in front of you, but most of these shields, including the current one, will regenerate if you have any shield left at the end of the level.
Let's just do that.
Yep, good safety.
I don't have goo boots. I need to be careful.
Oh, that was another thing we could have picked up, yes. I should have thought of that.
Goo boots would have replaced pain.
Oh, of course, yes. Never mind.
I hear Freddy.
So when you kill the shopkeeper, his ghost comes to haunt you. The shopkeeper is called Freddy Merchantry.
This game loves its puns.
Yes. And the shopkeeper ghost is Phantom of the Shopera.
So I need to be careful here because that... Oop, I just blocked the ogre club with my shield.
Does.
Those green squares that appear after I hit the ogres, those are goo, and I can't attack when I'm on goo, and also all damage done to me is doubled. So they're quite dangerous.
It's the downside of having this set of boots.
Yeah, most boots will protect you from goo, but these ones won't. Instead, they're just very good.
You'll notice above him is this little snowman character. And that is a familiar. So any enemy that passes through that space is frozen.
Let's just
Oh, and you have your skill.
Oh, yeah. Earth Coral Rift. Super
Yes.
easy.
Just walk up the middle and do an Earth spell. I'd still go for heal.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, and because of the combination of the pain ring, the cat, the boots, I'm kind of attacking in this plus pattern, which makes it very easy to always be hitting something. Which, when I'm on this electric wire, means that I hit everything. Now, I have a map that I got way back when, and I can see here that the exit is directly through here, so I can just do that. Saves a bit of time. That was not the Earth I intended to do, but whatever. It worked out.
It works.
And did we explain this is a roguelike and I've never seen this map before?
Oh, I may have missed that point. Yes, it's procedurally generated, so we've never seen these maps before.
There are patterns. Like, I always know that the exit's going to be in the largest room here. But where that largest room is going to be is unknown. But of course, I had a map, so it was easy.
All right, we're on to the final bosses. So we've got Frankensteinway. He does a bunch of damage, although with the freeze, we can avoid that damage. He also shields himself with these electrical, I don't even know what you call them.
Orbs.
Orbs. And then also sends these damaging arrows down the level, but we've cleared Frankenstein. We've flawless Frankensteinway.
This is a very good build. This is a very good build.
Yes, it was worthwhile shopping at the beginning of the game and killing the shopkeeper for the extra armor. This is the strongest armor in the game that blocks 2 damage out of the possible damage that you could be dealt. You can see Ekim's health in the top right. I think this is going to be a very quick conductor fight, comparatively.
Only problem might be killing things too quickly. I can't get the hits that I need.
Yes.
Come here, come on. I need to hit enemies while I'm on the wire in order to drain it.
But water balls are a speedy way of shortcutting that. Or shortening it.
Yeah, my problem here is killing enemies at a distance and not being on the wire when I do it.
Yeah. Got a water bottle, water ball.
One more.
One more, and then I'm up. And now, I should say this is story mode, but we're skipping all the cutscenes because speedrunning. But these are the 4 characters that have cutscenes.
There we go.
And special bosses.
Okay, and now we are switching over to changing some controls
Yes.
here because Ribbon uses some slightly different control scheme to what I do. But yeah, now Ribbon is playing and I am commentating. So this is Cadence. It doesn't look like Cadence. It looks like a giraffe with a ribbon. It's Ribbon Giraffe, which is of course ribbongraph's namesake. And this is a custom skin which Ribbon is using. We allow these in speedruns because they don't actually affect the game in any way. It's purely a visual effect. And we have this cracked wall here, which is most likely a bloodshot. And the bloodshot is really good for Cadence because it has some really good early stuff in it that you really want. But we're having some trouble with wrangling the Minotaur here. There we go. There's the lineup. And so we run the Minotaur into the wall to get it open for us. And now we still have the bombs, so we can bomb this blood shopkeeper here, which means that we can very easily... This guy is quite dangerous. If he hits you, he will kill you, pretty much. But importantly, that means that we get this blood drum. And the blood drum is really important for Cadence for a couple of reasons. You can hit the blood drum before you attack, and you'll do infinite damage on the next attack. The disadvantage is that it costs you half a heart every time you hit it. And of course, you're slowing down because you have to hit it before you attack. You can also use it to dig out walls with similar effect. If you hit it before you dig the wall, it costs you half a heart, but you get to dig any size wall that you want. And that includes walls you wouldn't normally be able to dig with any shovels, such as the... oh, now this is an urn. Urns are quite rare, and so this is a really good find. They have a bunch of really good items in them. They're quite difficult to open unless, of course, you have a blood drum, which is exactly what Ribbon has. So it costs half a heart to get that open, but of course it always has food in it. So Ribbon was able to just heal that half a heart straight back up. We have a pulse spell. We have a monocle. The monocle's going to help us find even more items because the monocle shows you the items on the map, even if you can't see them yet. This is a food shop, which is another really good find. So food shops will have some empty hearts, they will have some food, and if you kill the food shop, we're a very murderous character, to be honest. You kill the food shop here, you get the gluttony charm, which allows you to eat some food to extend your health above the maximum, and you get to keep those extra maximum hearts.
I should have looked at more of the level.
Unfortunately, yeah, you could have gotten like one more heart container out of that, but yeah, honestly, you're still pretty good where you are.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I can at least get full health.
Yep. Nice using the gold effect there to open that barrel. So Ribbon currently has a gold cat. So you have weapons types like material, right now using a cat, but they also come in a material. So I was using a titanium cat last run, which does 2 damage base. The gold cat only does 1 damage, but anytime you pick up gold, on the next beat you do infinite damage. And that's how Ribbon was opening those crates. It takes at least 3 damage to open a crate, but Ribbon was doing infinite damage because he had just picked something up. Getting hit by Fatissimal there, the unholy moly himself. So not going to get the flawless, which means that you get a couple of bonus chests. Those bonus chests are always really good, especially when you're speedrunning and you don't have time to go pick up anything else. But we can live without them. There's a lot of bombs on this floor here. We always say that Zone 2 here is the bomb zone. There's just lots of bombs all throughout it. Remember, you've got the pulse. You can take trapdoors pretty easily here.
Yes, I just wanted to check what this was. I'll stick with the cat.
I'd be tempted. So that was a blood rapier. A blood rapier is quite a good weapon, and a blood rapier means that for every 10 kills, you gain half a heart.
Okay, this is good.
Okay, you're going for the cap?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Braver man than I.
I've also got Battle Shovel, so...
Oh, cap Battle Shovel, yeah. So the Battle Shovel's effect is that every time you dig a wall, you do infinite damage on the next beat. The cap's effect is that you automatically dig all walls around you. So basically, whenever Ribbon is moving and there's a wall nearby, Ribbon is doing infinite damage. So this is a bit of a big combo.
Oop, that's not good.
Yeah, and no armor still, so taking a bit of a whack of damage there, but we have the food, so that's fine. And onto Death Metal. Death Metal is a fairly simple boss. He just has a lot of health.
But there goes all the health.
But there goes all the health because you have the blood drum. And it does infinite damage. So you can see just how good the blood drum is for going fast here. It trivializes bosses.
Yeah.
It helps a lot in the final boss, which we will get to in a bit.
I could have gotten the backpack, but too far.
Backpack with a blood drum is also a bit dangerous. The backpack gives you a second item slot, and it's notorious for when you have the blood drum in the first item slot and food in the second item slot, and you try to eat the food, but instead you hit the blood drum and die. So not going to see that happen here because no backpack.
Okay,
there's some armor. And Peace Ring. Peace Ring is really good. It gives you an extra heart container, but that's kind of the least of its effects. More importantly, it has 2 effects on map generation. So starting from the next floor, there are going to be less enemies, and the mini-boss enemies that we have to kill here before reaching the next floor will be the lesser versions of themselves.
Yes.
So instead of getting a red or a blue dragon, you'll get a green dragon, which has less health and no fiery or icy breath. Oh, and here's some armor.
Yeah.
We're going to double pulse here to get the kill.
And damage.
And some damage. So this shield has a special effect. As long as Ribbon is carrying it, they're going to get +1 damage. Which is going to help a lot here because we are still just on 1 damage with this cat. And you really want to be getting up to... We always talk about 3 as the important damage threshold. A lot of enemies either have 3 health or they have less than 6 health. And so 3 damage means you're killing a lot of things in 2 hits that you'd otherwise be using more hits to do. And now we have Coral Riff again. No Earth this time, so we're going to use a bomb to get Coral Riff to come on down and fight. And then we're going to use a Pulse to finish him off. Pulse is a spell that shoots in an X and it does a lot of damage, so it's really nice utility because there's not much else in the game that kind of attacks in that sort of direction. You normally attack in cardinal directions.
I did a little sneaky jump to the next level.
Now, you're not going to use the enchant on
I'm not going to risk it.
You're not going to risk getting glass. Yeah. So the enchant scroll will replace your weapon with the same weapon of a different material. And specifically, you can either get obsidian, titanium, or glass. All 3 of them do plenty of damage, but the glass will go away after 1 hit because it gets smashed. And with a 1 in 3 chance of getting that, that's just not a chance we want to take in a marathon run. And pushing really hard here, but we have this freeze spell. And freeze will freeze everything around you. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can use it once every 15 kills, or you can pay 1.5 hearts to use it early. And so all the spells have that property. You can cast all of them early in order, but at the cost of some health. And that could be a really good panic button. There goes the shield, so we're back down to 1 heart. Sorry, 1 damage. Nice pulse there, taking care of the ogre. And we just need to get this sarcophagus. There we go. And we have deep blues again.
But with the freeze spell. And
with the freeze spell, it's a lot easier. So a lot of these enemies that teleport away when you hit them, they'll teleport away if they're frozen.
Push.
Let's just push, okay? We're not even going to check chests. Now, in Zone 5, minus cap can be a bit of a liability. It's very hard to go down these rooms without accidentally opening up side rooms. But with the wire here, the wire is very good for dealing with swarms, which is what you tend to do if you've got a cap.
I could have gone for leaping. Maybe.
That's a bit much for a marathon.
I don't know. Necrodancer.
Yeah. Now, that's not the food shop.
Yes, we've already seen the food shop. Oh, I'm not checking shops because
the shops are dead.
That's right.
You're a murderer.
Yes. Health is looking okay.
Health is looking fine. You've got really good armor, so 4 hearts is nothing to be sneezed at. We do want to have some health for the final fight.
Oh, yep, there goes a little bit.
3.5. Now, there is more health there if you want it, but he's giving up your weapon. Now, Dead Ringer is one of the 2 final story bosses here. And we have a bunch of pre-made strats here for dealing with Dead Ringer safely. And this one is we call easy left side scoots because you go up the left and you scoot, and it's fairly easy. As you see, we just got flawless there. So if you're having trouble with Dead Ringer on your save, it turns out some of the speedrunning strats are actually the easier way of dealing with him than actually dealing with him properly. Now, what you're supposed to do here is a bunch of puzzles in order to touch these buttons at the same time with both characters. Ribbon is currently controlling both of these 2 characters on screen at the same time, so when he goes left, both the characters go left. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to bomb and use the blood shovel to dig the stage in order to get the second phase of this fight started a little quicker. And we've picked up this golden loot, which we are going to back to see prominently in the next character. But right now, it means that we need to get up close and personal with Necrodancer here, hit him 6 times, and that is it. That is a nice and fast cadence run. And we are on to Melody. Okay, options, control.
So you got a little preview of the golden loot previously, and with Cadence picking it up and fighting the Necrodancer with it. Now Melody will use it for the entire run. Now the golden loot only deals damage as you move. So if Ekin ever gets fully surrounded, they're going to have to use some other way of getting around, getting out of that situation.
That was a bit far to take that barrel, but it's a nice opportunity.
If this is the food shop.
Actually, yeah, I need to
I don't think he opens it.
He does.
I've forgotten. Oh,
Yep.
he does. Good. And it is the food shop.
It is
and you
the
can
food
bomb.
shop.
Yes. Okay.
Melody's most biggest problem is health, and the food shop is health. So we are already looking a lot safer than normal.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest concerns of the run. Well, the last character is the biggest concern, but we've also got a
potion here and an urn. We need to open them though.
Yeah, I don't know about opening the urn. That could be
unless we have a red dragon.
Yeah, red dragon, please. No.
Nope.
At least we can get the potion.
What else?
And maybe bomb it. Like bomb both.
Yeah, we can get 1 bomb on the urn, but there's nothing else that I can really use here.
Because it could have heavy plate, I reckon. Probably is the sad part.
Yeah. Because you can see the bomb only does 1 damage to the urn. There might be barrels, barrel bombs in this back.
No, just
back closet.
Yeah, I reckon just go with the potion and leave. Yeah.
Shame, but oh well. Still, 2 back-to-back runs with an urn.
Yeah. Urns are fairly rare. You gotta.
I don't have much money, but I will check this shop.
Yeah.
I might as well fill this heart container, yeah.
you could... Oh, I guess you've got walls, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Oh, I already had the other.
Yeah. I think trap site is good, but walls is even better. So the different torches show different aspects of the game. So this one currently shows the walls, which can help you figure out where the exit is very easily. The traps let you see trapdoors, which can be very handy for shortcutting through levels instead of going all the way to the exit. I can't remember if I mentioned, yes, one of the downsides of the Golden Loot is that it has a 1 damage cap. So you're dealing damage to a lot of squares at once, but it caps out at 1. Yeah, that's all you're doing.
So because Melody has no other weapons, and the black chest pool is weapons, boots, and armor, it's very likely that you get
just
some
food
armor.
and then you can use the food. Yeah.
Just didn't hit the button.
Ooh, if you can open that shovel. Bomb somewhere? Oh, bomb.
Maybe
no.
up here.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's gold pile. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could maybe get the ogre.
Oh, that's yes. Good thinking. Or gold. Oh no, not what we're looking for.
Not what I want.
Neither of those.
Yeah.
So we know what kind of secret shop there is. I don't think I pointed this out. There's places with little X's on them. Yeah, just get them vertical here, I think. Yeah, so there are little squares of walls with X's on them, and there are secret shops in each of those. The blood shop I made use of in the last part of the run. But they are generally quite powerful.
I can't dig through
you
here.
You can't dig through there, yeah.
I think I hear, I can see.
We're going to wait for an enemy to dig through for us.
Yeah.
It is a nightmare. Again, with the puns of the game. Although I guess the original term nightmare does come from the idea of a horse. Fun trivia with ribbon.
Now I do have these throwing stars, which provide me a little extra damage.
Oh.
I just dropped the beat randomly.
Never mind.
Oops. No, mess this up.
Just get rid of the gold, maybe.
Just do this the long way. There we go.
Yep, no flaws there. Zone 3, it's the fire and ice. So we've seen the ice before. We also need to watch out for those lava. The hot coals, sorry.
Yep.
So when you stand on the hot coals, then you take damage. But you can walk over them fine. Yeah,
Cool, that's a good find.
Yeah. Oh, and a bomb, which is good. Because bombs are one way of getting out of full surrounds. The throwing stars are also good for that. But
Yep. This is problematic.
Yep, I'm
confused. This is very problematic.
Bomb. Yep.
Oh,
You're good.
I did have the potion still.
Yes. And with the armor and the health.
Yeah.
We're very glad to have that. Yep.
That's everyone's favorite death metal 3.
Yep. That was well handled by Ekin. It's very easy to fully panic when fully surrounded on Melody.
You think I wasn't fully panicking?
And oh yeah, exactly. Well, but you got out of there. I would check for a bomb on the left, maybe.
Yeah.
Just in case. Oh, and there's some sort of chest there. Oh, the bomb there.
Closet.
And just watch the fire pig.
Yep. This Archon will help.
So the fire pigs, they don't move, but they're hidden in the walls, and well, not really hidden very much, but they will shoot a lot of damage at you in one go. And watch the goo, of course.
This is a bit nasty. I want to back off.
Or to activate them and then back off, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, this also works. Yeah, Yeah, just sneak around that way.
Yeah, the big enemies are a bit of a problem when you have very little damage, which is Melody you always do.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, we'll have to go the other way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spiders.
do that.
I wonder if I can be a little cheeky here.
I think you can. Just a little extra health for fun.
And let them step on the spike trap there.
Do I have time to jump in for a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a $50 donation from Mitch with no comment, and we have $5 from JT Magic Man for the trainer name I for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which brings I into the lead with $106.10, and Hornet puts Hornet in second place at $105. We also have incentives for the rival name and the HM friend name in Fire Red and Leaf Green. And you can see those and our other incentives at incentives.ausspeedruns.com.
So I picked up this shovel. It's the, we call it the big dig because it digs big. It's probably the strength shovel?
But unfortunately, and usually it has the effect of giving 1 extra damage as well as digging big. But unfortunately here, Melody has got that damage cap.
Might be just me or the game might be stuttering a little. I hope it doesn't happen with Aria.
Yeah.
Oh, confused. So confusion reverses your controls. You can't see that happening, but whenever I've got little stars around my head, I am moving backwards. It's dealable with if you notice, but it's still very disconcerting. Almost got him with that bomb. Get with this bomb.
Nice. And we're on to the final zone.
Okay.
You don't want anything.
No, I'm just going to keep it for a full surround.
Yeah.
So the Scroll of Need gives you what you need, not always what you want.
Yes. It's the most complicated item in the game. It's very context dependent on what it does. And if you have everything you need, it turns your build to glass, which on most characters is
What, you don't
not
need
a good
a
thing.
full build of glass? Just get out of here.
Yeah.
But most importantly, one of the things that you might need if you're surrounded by enemies is for the enemies to not be around you, in which case it will, like this,
Excellent use of it.
it will destroy all the enemies around you.
And give you heal from it.
Yeah.
So we're on to the second Necrodancer fight. He's changed his tactics in the meantime. And now he summons many enemies and throws bombs at you. I mean, he throws bombs at you in the first fight as well. But also he's introduced closing walls and a lava pit, as any good villain does. But as with most villains, we throw him into the lava pit and then we're done. And then it's on to the final character.
Okay.
Yes.
So this last character is Aria, and at this point the difficulty massively ramps up. So
Turn you down slightly.
Yep, sure. Ribbon is going to need to be able to hear the game very well for this because among the other things that affect you with Aria is if you miss the beat at all, you die. If you take a hit from any enemy, you die. You are locked to half a heart of health and you cannot increase it. You do start with a potion, the saving grace. You are also only locked to this dagger, so you can get damage ups, unlike Melody, but you can't change the base weapon, which was always going to be this base dagger. Now, in a normal story mode playthrough, if you die on any character, you go back all the way to the beginning, so all the way back to Nocturna. Now, obviously, this is not very marathon safe, so what we are doing is, if we do die on Aria here, what we are going to do is just start again from Aria. So we're still going to do the full Aria run, but we're not going to start back from Nocturna. That would just blow out of the estimate far too much. So what Ribbon is mainly looking for here is some damage ups and for some protection. So that's an example of protection. That's a Frost Charm. The next time Ribbon gets hit, they will not take damage. Instead, everything around them will freeze. So there's a whole bunch of items in this game that act as single hit protection that will prevent you from taking damage once. Ring of Peace is a really, really good find on Aria. Less enemies is much less stuff to deal with. And not having to deal with the harder mini-bosses is also a big deal. We're going to see a shop check as well. And there's another damage up, but it is too much money and it is not worth killing for. So we're just going to leave that be.
I can't kill anyway.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a kill. Yes, you do Frost Charm, but it's not really worth it.
It'd be very tricky to do.
Yeah.
Because you got to get the dagger back.
So what we're really looking for right now is some damage ups. And hopefully also some other bits of protection. Now, hit protection will not help you if you miss the beat. That is going to... The only thing that will save you there is a potion, which you do have. But one missed beat over the entire run is going to be quite difficult. Now, don't be fooled by the fact that we've started in Zone 5 here. The run does not end when we exit this zone. The run ends... We're going to do Zone 4 after this, then Zone 3, Zone 2, then Zone 1, and then we'll have the final boss. So we have a full-size run ahead of us.
I'm taking it.
Okay. Misusing the wrong item in the backpack will kill you on any character, but most definitely it will kill you on Aria. But if Ribbon reckons he can remember that he's got the backpack, then that should be fine.
Well, the new backpack is better.
Yes, it will move the second item up into the first slot where it previously didn't. Now, these Electro Zombies can only be killed while they're on the wire, so you can see there Ribbon tried to hit the zombie but was not on the wire, and so it didn't take any damage. Killing these Electro Mages with the orbs can be quite tricky as Aria. You need to sort of get to the side of them so they don't shoot you. We do have a locked shop here, so the shop has a chance of spawning without a door, and that generally means it's got better stuff in it. That's really good. So that is the Torch of Strength, also known as the Shake Weight, since that's what it looks like. It's meant to look like a barbell, but yeah. And that is going to give +1 damage here, so we're now on 2 damage, which is definitely better than 1. And this metronome is a bit tricky. We're just going to back off a bit. Deal with these skeletons one at a time. Slow and steady is the name of the game with Aria. Almost still want to go as fast as you can, obviously, but... Okay, we've got Kissamol here. And we're just going to clean up some of the ads, first of all. Make sure everything is nice and safe for when the Unholy Moly gets off of his stage. And there's Flawless, only 2 health on the first boss there. The bosses get more health as you go on into later zones. And a Karate Gi. So on most characters, Karate Gi comes with a downside. That being that you take an extra half a heart of damage. It acts as anti-armor. But more importantly, it gives you bonus attack. And on Aria, since any damage kills you anyway, well, that bonus attack is just straight up an advantage, apart from the fact that you don't have something else in that slot, like, say, glass armor. So we are now on 3 damage, and 3 is a lot of damage, and that's very helpful. As I was saying earlier, 3 is kind of a big damage threshold. You're going to be able to open this crate because of that.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
This is one of the items that I'm looking for.
Yeah, to help with the final boss, which is quite difficult. So shield spell is going to be very useful. When you pop that shield, you will not be able to be hit by enemy attacks. And then it will take some time to charge up again after you use it, but it is a very good find indeed. We're going to whack this shrine a little bit. The Shrine of Luck has a... I don't actually know what the odds are, but there's a chance of getting an item when you hit it, and it costs money each time you hit it, and the amount of money it costs goes up each time you hit it.
I haven't got my charm yet.
Yeah. If you have the Luck Charm, then you are guaranteed to get an item out of it.
Do I want to tap that? Maybe, actually. I think I might.
Is there a reason you're not picking up the... yeah. So just trying to engineer a gold pile here with the correct amount. You want to kill the dragon on one of the existing gold piles. That gets us up to 50 gold in one pile, and that is important because that is when the leprechaun will spawn. And when you kill the leprechaun, he drops the lucky charm. And so now we're going to be able to whack this shrine a bunch of times and be guaranteed a drop every time, like those lead boots. Lead boots are going to make you immune to goo as well as to ice, which is going to be really important in the upcoming Zone 3. And you can bomb the shrine as well for a throwing charm. Now, I don't know if you've practiced throwing charm on Arya at all. Seems a bit tricky.
It's quite good. I think I am going to take the...
Okay, we're going to glass the build. So Shrine of Glass will turn everything in your build to the glass item for that slot. So instead of a gi, we now have glass armor. Instead of a base shovel, we now have a glass shovel. Instead of boots, we now have glass slippers. And this is very good on Arya since you're not really taking hits anyway. If you're taking hits, you die. Oh, there's the confuse. Gonna back off while it wears off.
That was quite bad.
Yeah.
Almost missed a beat there.
And probably most importantly, we now have this glass jaw. Now the jaw is meant to be a big risk versus reward item for non-Arya characters, since it will double all of your damage, including all bonuses. It's very powerful. But if you are hit while you have the glass jaw, you die instantly. Now, Arya already dies instantly when they get hit, so there's not really any downside for Arya. So glass jaw is a very nice find for Arya. See a possible food shop over there, but food is useless on Arya, so, well, food is not entirely useless on Arya, but that's a bit of an advanced strat. The beat that you eat food, you do not take damage, so food is useful on Arya in that you can use it for a single beat of invulnerability. Gonna bomb Konga's throne there, get him down, and attacking early instead of having to kill the whole Konga line. Bit of a tricky lineup here with all of these other mooks around, but we do get the kill on him. And we're probably going to be seeing another purple check.
No.
No? Okay, that's good. Shield of Strength. That's a bit of protection and a damage up. That's everything you want on Arya.
I'm looking for H-Glass.
Yeah. So, H-Glass, Heavy Glass, as Ribbon was just saying, is the better version of the glass armor that you can take 3 hits instead of a single hit. You have slivers.
I do have slivers, thank you. I almost messed up there.
Yep.
I don't want that.
So, Arya, similarly to Nocturna, has this sort of zone bleed effect, where we've already got full glass, we don't need that glass shop. Where little bits of earlier zones, or later zones, Arya is backwards, it's difficult, will show up in these floors. So you'll see some Zone 5 enemies and some Zone 4 enemies here. As Ribbon makes his way through Zone 3 here, not too much is happening, so we could throw through some donations.
So we are raising money for Game on Cancer this event, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. And as I mentioned earlier, with your donations, you can put those towards incentives. Just put the incentive you're interested in the comment. The current incentives we have coming up are the trainer name for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, with I in the lead at $106.10, and Hornet in second at $105. For the Fire Red and Leaf Green rival name, we have Trobio at $50, Worcester at $25, and Estimat at $15. And for the HM friend name, we have Lil Guy at $40, JT Magic Man at $30, and Flavio at $25. So if you'd like to contribute to any of those or add your own name into the mix, just go to incentives.AusSpeedruns.com or donate.AusSpeedruns.com and put the all good and pop that in your donation comment.
Yeah, you can walk on the ice.
I forgot about the throwing charm. I can walk on the ice. Yes, thank you. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, quite critical, especially on Aria, since if you step on the ice thinking you're going to slide and then you don't, you drop the beat and you die. So, yeah, kind of important. Nice throw bomb strats on Coral Rift there. And we did lose the glass armor at one stage there, but finding a need scroll, we needed some armor, and so we needed for heavy glass armor. So we're now in a very nice position. We can take 3 hits on that armor without suffering any consequences apart from losing the armor. Between that and I believe you still have the Frost Charm, so you've got 4 hits on deck.
And I have a scroll, a shield scroll.
Yes, and the shield scroll and the holy water. So we've definitely got tools here. We've got the shield spell as well. We are looking pretty good, but it is never over until it's over with Aria. This pixie will heal you if it touches you, but if you accidentally attack it, it will instead explode, so you do need to be careful. And on to Death Metal. Nice throw. So Death Throwing Charm that we found earlier lets Ribbon throw his weapon once per floor, and it will automatically come back to him on the next beat. He can still continue to throw it, but any subsequent throws will not come back, which can be a bit tricky. Now, there's a potion there, but we don't actually need it. We still have the potion from the start of the game, which is very nice. Ribbon doing extremely well here. This is a very hard character. Unfortunately, you cannot stack potions. If Ribbon tried to pick up that second potion right now, it would simply stay on the ground because it would replace the existing potion. That's a big skeleton. You occasionally get these Lord enemies. They are bigger versions of normal enemies. They drop more gold. They might drop a Gigantism Scroll. They do double the damage and they have double the health. But apart from that, they act like normal enemies. I think that's the first Lord enemy we've seen in these runs.
I think so as well.
Yeah, they're quite rare. Being careful with this Pixie and with this Mage that will confuse you. Now, you see us taking trapdoors on some of the other characters, but on Aria, taking a trapdoor will actually kill you, or at least cause you to lose your potion, since it does count as a missed beat.
I considered it. Because 5 was very...
And finally, we are on the final boss. This is the Golden Loot. The game offers you a downgrade on your armor here, since when you have the heavy armor, you are heavy, and that means certain things, and the game will give you the option to not be heavy, basically. But there it is. And so Ribbon absolutely flawlessly doing that incredibly difficult character.
And that's time.
That's time, and also I believe a PB on your account.
It looks like it for story mode, yes.
Yeah, that was, we just placed 18th on the global leaderboard for this run.
Yeah.
I was a couple of seconds late on the split just because I was too engrossed in the run.
We are going off the in-game time.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, which was 47.70.
Yeah.
We budgeted an hour for this.
Yeah, we did well.
We thought there'd be deaths.
And we made it all the way through.
Yeah.
Well done. High five. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
So we have the incentive for 1-1
yes.
as Coda has been met.
Yes.
So everything that you just heard about Aria applies to Coda as well. However, Coda also plays at double the speed, and cannot touch gold. If Coda touches any gold at all, they die.
Oh,
And not even Potion can save them.
wrong place.
So this is a combination of 3 characters. Arya, who you've already seen, Monk that can't touch gold, and Volt that moves at double speed. Coda was considered probably impossible by the developers when they first made it. Since then, not only have plenty of people beaten Coda, but at least one person, if not more. Has anyone besides Spoody done low percent?
Yes, most certainly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
So
It's not even the best anymore.
Oh, wow, okay. So several people have even beaten this character without picking up any items.
All right, so I had said 1-1. I will go as far as I can. I've never beaten this character. I have 3,000 hours in this game, and I've never beaten this character. I've made it more than halfway through, but I will do as best as I can.
Before you start, we have a $75 donation from Matt Hendy saying, "Go ribbongraph and ekimekim."
Fantastic. Thanks, Matt. All right, let's do this. I may have a couple of tries since we're out of time, hopefully. Yeah. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yep.
There's first death.
From missing a beat.
Yeah, it's tricky just to maintain the beat at this speed. Not to mention needing to work out on the fly what you're doing. These monkeys will kill you if they touch you. The monkey just dropped 1 gold on the ground, and that is now a deadly obstacle. This character is just incredibly difficult. These bats move randomly, which makes them very difficult to deal with on the higher speeds, because you can't predict where they're going to be. And the main thing Ribbon's trying to do here is not to block their own path with gold, especially without a better digging implement. If you put too much gold in too many wrong places, there will be no viable path to get to the exit anymore. And we're going to even check this shot. Some glass armor, so we're now going to be able to take 1 hit. And that's 1-1, and that's all we said we were going to do, but let's see how far we can get. Red Dragon, oh, there goes the glass armor. Red Dragon lasering from across the room there. And here we see the Dragon Dance. This is something that you practice to fight a dragon in a 1-by-1 area. It's nice, and unfortunately going to miss the leprechaun there. Oh, you backed it into a corner, actually. Nicely done. So, for the record, I don't play Coda. I am not good enough at this game to play Coda. So I don't know all of the strats that people use. Now, these bats are just causing a bit of a problem here. You do now have the luck charm, but the problem is bats can still get in the way, and if you accidentally kill one on the stairs, well, you're going to have to bomb the stairs, and you don't have a bomb in order to get rid of that gold. There's some even better armor. Heavy glass, now we can take a couple of hits. Some boots as well. And just playing this slowly and carefully, taking these enemies one at a time. Now, since you can't miss the beat here, something called parity is really important. So the question is the enemy an odd number of beats away from you or an even number? It's very easy to get an enemy to step 2 steps closer to you and then attack them. It's very hard to get an enemy to step 1 step closer to you and then attack them. So it matters a lot whether or not they are 2 steps or 1 step away, or any multiple of 2 thereof. So if you see Ribbon backing off and digging a wall for apparently no reason, that's what he's doing. He is fixing his parity so that the enemies are in the correct parity in relation to him. Oh, getting backed into a corner there by the ghost coming up behind the skeleton.
All right, I'll give it one more go.
Yeah, see if you can finish zone 1. Hope for Coral Rift. Now, a torch is both a blessing and a curse. Oh, we have a Kevin here, as they are affectionately known in the community. It's because Kevin can power up audio voices, I think is why. But yeah, what they are actually, in actual fact, is the thief. The thief will steal your items if they touch you. They're a bit of a rare spawn, but they also drop an item when you kill them, so that's nice. Yeah, these bats, once again, being a problem. Leaving the bats at your back is a very dicey proposition. Just missing the beat there. Yeah, we have a lot of very strange names for things in this community. Steve's are Kevin's. Rings of becoming are Dry Babies. We have special names for every combination of weapon. Yep.
I think maybe we should call it there.
Yep.
1-3.
1-3 is more.
So we made it 1-3.
So that is perfectly acceptable.
That way we can let other people.
Yeah.
Unless we want to spend more time. How are we going for time? Sorry?
We have time.
Oh, let's go.
We're pretty good on time at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely thought there were going to be at least a couple of deaths and that our base run was going to take quite a bit longer. So this is the problem with games this random and this difficult. You just don't know how well they're going to go in a marathon setting. You can play safe to a certain extent, but on a character like Arya, there's only so much you can do. And so here we can see an example of being blocked off because of the gold. Thankfully, there was still a way around by digging around, but it could be a real problem. And Ribbon just farming up this floor a little more, trying to look for anything useful. The difficulty ramps up hard, and so farming on zone 1, especially in 1-1, is a very important strat. Since Coda can't touch gold, they do get free shop items. One item, can't buy both. The other one's going to disappear. So buying the blast helm and then immediately dropping it again, and that has this side effect. The blast helm normally makes you immune to bombs, and when you use a bomb, it explodes immediately around you instead of dropping on the ground. But it also gives you 3 free bombs when you pick it up, which can be very helpful on Arya. So buying it just for the bombs, then putting it back down again. I'm just going to glass this build. Not much of a glass, but it does give the jaw, which is very helpful, and the shovels, so we now no longer have to worry about not having a way around. Did have to double bomb to get into this locked shop because when you bomb shop walls, they do drop gold, and that gold will kill you as as Coda. So needing to bomb and then bomb again to destroy the gold. Heart Transplant is a very good find here. That will let you stop moving on the beat and move to your own beat for an amount of time. I think it's something like 30 seconds. And on Coda, that can be really important because it lets you slow down, think about your moves a little more, get through a thorny situation. So possibly saving that as a panic button or to get through a particularly difficult boss fight. Yeah, just getting the gold.
Oh, that was mean.
Monkey barrels are so mean on Coda. So yeah, barrels normally have items in them, normally have gold or bombs, but they can contain monkeys, and crates can contain skeletons. And either one of them can very easily kill you on Coda, but especially monkeys, since they move every beat, and because they don't actually hurt you, instead they make you drop the beat, it means that your glass armor, etc. does not protect you in the same way. So monkeys are actually a big problem on Coda. Okay, we're going to dove. So this dove familiar, which has been deployed below Coda, if an enemy touches it, then the enemy will be teleported away.
We're having fun.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. Now the mini-boss is immune to the dove charge. But all these enemies are just getting teleported away, which is very good on Coda, since it means that they don't drop gold. But as you can see here, we're now opening up a lot more of the map, just incidentally as you move around, thanks to this minus cap. So things can get very tricky very quickly here. Minus cap is excellent for going fast, and it's very safe on certain characters like Melody, where not having walls around you is a big deal to make things safe. But
double tapped.
Damn. And yeah, it just takes Like, the tiniest slip-up will kill you on Coda. It doesn't even give you the courtesy of a potion, like Arya does. So it is just straight up your first mistake and you are gone. Ring of War, that's damage up. It will also knock enemies away, which can trip you up if you're not careful. Back cooperating there, thankfully. And just backing away a bit, giving this dragon some space. On Arya, sorry, on Coda more than other characters, you do need to be careful to kill everything behind you because you do have to back up very often just in order to get out of a dangerous situation. Whereas if you're speedrunning on most characters, you generally avoid killing absolutely everything you pass because it's a bit of a time loss. But time loss does not mean much on Coda. You can speedrun Coda, but you have to be extremely good to even beat Coda at all, so speedrunning is a whole other ballpark. Like Arya, Coda can't use this trapdoor, it counts as a misbeat. Now we're looking for the boss room here, it's probably to the right. Down right, I think. You do start to get a feel for these maps after a while. Zone 1 maps, the exit is generally to the bottom or to the right or both. You'll sometimes see like a top right or a bottom left.
Oh, that was terrible.
Just not quite. You just got to not make any mistakes. You know, I don't know why it's so hard. Bomb trap there is able to just clear things up quite nicely. Nice use of the Infernal Torch there. That pink torch means that whenever you dig one of those torches that are in the walls, it will make a fireball that goes out both sides and do a lot of damage. It's not super common to be useful, but when it's useful, it's very useful. Getting a damage up there, does need to make sure he doesn't block his own exit with gold. And gonna glass it for the glass armor there. Now, it was important that he picked up the gi before using that shrine, since you only get the item in that slot if you have an item in that slot. Oh, missing speed there.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna... How much time we got? Sweet, perfect.
Great, we've
Let's
got plenty of time.
What are we doing? We are putting on a mod which lets me reset the level instead.
Yeah, so this is a marathon safety thing we had prepared just in case. So with this mod, when Ribbon dies, he will go back to the start of the current level rather than the start of the entire run. So this is not in any way official or valid, but just for the sake of showing things off on a marathon setting, it's a nice little thing that we can do. So now, every time he steps on some stairs, that is permanent progress. Ew. One way that Necrodancer differs from a lot of other roguelikes these days is that there is not really any meta progression. There is technically in that you can unlock more levels and more characters if you play through the single zones mode, but most of the community kind of just considers that a tutorial. And by the time that you move on to the quote-unquote proper all zones mode, there's not really any more unlocks or... is the sound effects messing you up? Yeah, there's not really any more unlocks or things that can affect a run outside of that run. Every run is completely self-contained, which is good for speedrunning, since it means it's very easy to have an even playing field and to like not have to define exactly what your current meta progression is at the start of a run, for example. There's a lot of built-in speedrunning support in the game. There's the timer, as you saw already. And so, see, we're back to the start of 1-2 here, with the build that you had at the start, I believe. And so that's going to let us just make a little bit more progress without constantly resetting back to the beginning. So yeah, the game has a lot of built-in speedrunning support. The speedrunning timer, as well as inbuilt leaderboards.
Oh no, I now have fully reset.
Oh, you've hit the reset button.
Oh.
Yep. And the devs have been incredibly supportive with the speedrunning community. So the game had some DLC. I was about to say recently, but I'd actually think it was last year sometime at this point, where it was actually a bunch of community members who sort of got together and made a lot of changes and implementations and improvements to the base game. And the developers kind of saw this and went, actually, you know what? This is really impressive. We want to hire you and make this an official DLC. And that's what happened. And so the Synchrony DLC is kind of a love letter to the game made by people who were fans. And in the process, they fixed a lot of bugs that we knew about, didn't fix a lot of bugs that we knew about and liked, or otherwise relied on, and very impressively, for a lot of them, actually optionally fixed a bunch of bugs, which you can still enable in the quirks settings if you want to restore legacy behavior. So they did a massive amount of work in making sure everyone was happy, that the speedrunners could still do the things that they were doing. Not this is a very glitch-heavy run. The main glitches that speedrunners use are relatively minor things, like the shield glitch, which in the first Necrodancer fight, you can use the shield and it will last longer than normal. Or certain interactions between certain items that are a bit unintuitive, not even arguably glitches, but just sort of how the game works.
Oh, that was...
The other thing that they did for the speedrunners was fix the in-game timer, which used to not be accurate, unfortunately, but now is very accurate and is used for all official timings in the community. Speaking of the community, we do a bunch of races of this game. So on top of speedrunning, we have a racing community where two different people get the same seed. It's a seed they've never seen before. It's a brand new seed, but they both get the same one, and therefore they have the same RNG, and they race the same seed and see who can finish it first, essentially. We've not had any really big racing events in quite some time now, but hopefully that will change. And we actually raced last year here at ASAP.
Oh, yeah. I think my
that's it.
Coda brain is fading, so we'll count it at 1-3.
Yeah, 1-3 is still
1-3 is a solid performance.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for watching me struggle through Coda. I encourage you to check out this game. It's got a little bit of a difficult bar to learning the game, but there's such a supportive community. It's so fun. It's so unique. There's great racing. There's great speed running. I hope to see you in some races sometime soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to ekimekim and ribbongraph for that run. As someone who has played Necrodancer a lot, I cannot express how impressive that was. Up next, we have Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, Worcester versus JT Magic Man. Stay tuned. We do have a few donations as well. We have $15 from Arapthos, saying please put towards HM friend name JT Magic Man. And we have $25 from Kate Latte, saying hello, this is for the Pokemon Fire Red trainer name, Hornet. Good luck, thank you. We also have a $10 donation from Little Crochet saying, good luck JT and Worcester. Please put this towards naming the trainer Hornet. we have a $10 donation from Techless saying, "Sure!" Put the donation toward Hornet as the trainer name. And with that, our incentives are currently at the trainer name. Hornet is in the lead with $150, and I is in second place, trailing a little bit now with $106.10. For the rival name, we still have $50 for Trobio, $25 for Worcester, and $15 for Estimat. And for the HM friend name, we have JT Magic Man with $45, Lil Guy with $40, and Flavio with $25. There's still time to get your donations in for all of these, so if you'd like to do so, please go to donate.ausspeedruns.com and leave the details in your donation.
Damn good coffee.
We have a $10 donation from Finn saying, "Kittens rule." Alrighty, we are just about ready to go with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Take it away, Worcester and JT.